are you smart? Not how smart are you, but how are you smart? It's a question that people are rarely asked, but it can change the way we learn, teach, and connect with children. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Playtime with Milo. I'm Jen Joy, SLP, speech language pathologist and creator of Milo Bear. In today's episode, we're going to talk about why it's so important to understand a child's strengths, and then we'll take a deeper dive into one specific type of intelligence. Nature smart. There's a quote that says, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it's not smart." Now think about that for a minute. If that fish were a child and we expected them to sit still, talk a lot, or learn through worksheets, we might completely miss how they actually learn best. Through the lens of multiple intelligences, that same child might be body smart, nature smart, and/or picture smart, thriving through movement, exploration, and hands-on play. When we recognize these strengths, something powerful happens. The message shifts from "I'm not smart" to "I learned differently." And that works. And in play, this is everything. We stop asking the fish to climb the tree and we let it swim. That's where real learning begins. And I want to pause here for just a moment and speak to you, the adult watching. You might have been that fish. You might have been asked to learn in a way that didn't match your strengths. And maybe at some point you questioned if you were enough. And if you ever felt that way, you're not alone. Let's shift that. Let's forgive the misunderstanding and move forward with a new perspective. Because when we approach children with the belief that they are capable, they are intelligent, and they are enough, we build confidence that allows them to grow into anything they want to be. So now that we understand why strengths matter, let's take a closer look at one specific intelligence, nature smart. So what does it mean to be nature smart? As an adult, you might notice this in yourself. If you love animals, caring for pets, enjoy being outside, like gardening or have a green thumb, enjoy parks, beaches, zoos, or aquariums, you feel connected to nature or environmental causes, nature's smart in young children can look a little different. It could look like picking up leaves or sticks or bugs, digging in the dirt, noticing birds and animals, loving outdoor play, exploring everything they see, and maybe choosing to play with dinosaurs over building with blocks. These children are naturally curious about the world around them. Milo's blue pocket is the nature smart pocket. Inside, you'll find insects in a jar, 6 of them, a matching picture activity card, and a magnifying glass. When I see a child consistently choosing this pocket, I know this is a strength area. And that's where I begin building language. When a child has a true strength, it shows in their toy and activity choices. When they see these nature activities, they want to engage. And that builds a skill we call joint attention. Joint attention with toddlers is a shared focus of 2 individuals, usually a child and caregiver, on the same object, event, or activity, often involving back and forth communication like gazing, pointing, or vocalizing. It's a vital social communication skill, typically emerging around 9 to 12 months, that forms the foundation for language development, learning, and social play. Super important. Let me show you what this can look like during play. Let's say we want to build expressive language skills. And first, I would keep my language very simple. I may use concept words like in, out, on, off, up and down. Keeping language simple helps children join in more easily. If we say too much, it can feel overwhelming and they may disengage. For example, I may say, ladybug, on. Oh, ladybug, off. You can build from there. Red ladybug on my head. Children love when the play is silly. For example, I might put a bug on my head and say, "Oh no, I have a bug on my head." And then I might say, "Achoo," and sneeze the bug off. This creates laughter, anticipation, and memory. Children often come back the next session and recreate it themselves. And that's learning. You could also name the bugs: ladybug, bumblebee, grasshopper. Describe the colors: red, black, yellow. Count them together: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all through play. Receptive language is what a child understands. We can support this by asking simple questions. Where is the ladybug? Can you find it? Where's it hiding? You can even make it playful. Ladybug, where are you? Using a sing-song type of voice helps children stay engaged and may encourage imitation. We can even bring in another intelligence, say music, for example. The familiar song One Little Finger can be changed to one little bumblebee, one little bumblebee, one little bumblebee. Tap, tap, point your bee up, point your bee down. Put it on your head. Now we're combining nature smart, music smart, and body movement and language. And this is the magic of Milo. We started with one strength, nature smart, and through play, we activated language, movement, music, social interaction, memory, and thinking skills, and probably so much more, all in one activity. When we start with what a child loves, what they're drawn to, what they're naturally good at, we open the door to learning. In our next episode, we'll continue exploring another intelligence, and I'll show you even more ways to build language through play. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with someone who might benefit. And remember, communicate to love and love to communicate. See you next time on Playtime with Milo.